Your Excellency, the Governor of Mombasa, my brother Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasir, the MD Kenya Ports Authority, port stakeholders, captains of industry, Assalamu alaikum. Ramadhani Karim. I don't want to take your time. I know it's time for iftar. And I think the governor has asked me to speak at this point because only me can compete with food. So I appreciate that. But really I want to say just a few things. One, I think now I qualify to call myself a nationalized citizen of the county of Mombasa. I really think I have earned it. And this journey, Governor Abdul Swamad and I, in the 12th Parliament, I was the Vice Chair of the Transport Committee. And the Governor was the Chair of the Public Investment Committee. And he used to have this tug of war, who should speak for the port. I say, I am the Vice Chair of Transport Committee, this is my business. And Governor would say, not only am I in charge of the Public Investment Committee, this is a parastatal, but I am also from Mombasa. So I used to submit to that. But together, we have really achieved many things. I remember when I was Minister for Trade, this gentleman came to my office. Actually, he didn't even come to my office. He had the guts to call me to a hotel and ask me in Serena Hotel to give the license for the Mombasa Special Economic Zone. It took me 4 days, and I called him to State House Mombasa, and we actually, the photos, when I gave him the license for the Mombasa Special Economic Zone, there were not even cameras. We took the photos of him and the president using my phone within 4 days. And that became a reality. Later, I would go back to Miritini, where we launched the County Aggregation and Industrial Park in Mombasa. And then, wonderful thing, in the I remember March of 2023, I called the governor and the captain. He was a new CEO, and we agreed that Dongokundu has been a story for a long time. And together we agreed, let us move to Dongokundu. Other things will follow later. So we called the president, and we did the groundbreaking for Taifa Gas in Dongokundu. And I'm proud to say today that Taifa Gas will be opening the doors to employ the first 2,000 people in January of 2026. Recently, 2 weeks ago, we were here with the governor and the president for the signing of the largest foreign direct investment in the Republic of Kenya. The $1 billion investment by Afrexim Bank that will go towards Dongokundu. That really is a major milestone. And I think as we embark on that journey, because I've been promised by the investors that from the beginning to the end, that Dongokundu will be fully alive within 18 months, and the landscape and the economy of Mombasa will never be the same again. As the captain has said, my other story is the story of the Kenya Ports Authority. In May of 2023, as he has mentioned, I convened a meeting for all of you. I can see most of the faces who are here, where we embarked on a 22-point plan for transformation of the port of Mombasa. For a long time, the growth in the port of Mombasa was growing by around 0.5% to 1%. For 8 years, before 2023, for 8 years, the TEUs in the port of Mombasa had increased by only 400,000. When we hired this gentleman, we told him that by the year 2028, you have to lift from 1.4 million TEUs, which we found, to 2 million TEUs. On the first year, he achieved 11%. That is up to 2023. 2024, he grew this to 1.6, 23% growth. And now we are hitting 2 million. We have achieved 2028 target in the beginning of 2025. And that is sufficient proof that the reforms that we started with the president during the Port Users Forum that we convened are bearing fruit. And Captain, I want to tell you that the next time the president is coming here, we are calling these people again. We have some stock taking, they speak. I can see my friend here who was very eloquent during that particular time. At least I want you to tell the president again that the seed that we planted, as we look forward to hitting 3 million TEUs by next year, it is possible and it's doable. How are we going to do it? By the kind of things that we are doing today, working together. County government, national government, let's all work together. I have been visiting a number of ports, Indonesia. The other day I was in Perindo, in Indonesia. And I looked at them and I said, we can do much better. When we finish the one bath, as we are doing in Dongokundu, the Japanese, we have cleared all the bottlenecks to do the Dongokundu bath. And I am sure that within that area of Dongokundu, we can add another 6. On the Kiridini side, I'm sure we can add another 5 baths. So I do not see why, going all the way to the Kilifi side, the Takaungu port, which I have to ensure that we do the port also at Takaungu, so that this whole coastline becomes the next big frontier, so that people don't compete with Dar es Salaam or Djibouti and all the other ports. Finally, Governor, I want to tell you that really I've been accused of being your youth winger. Everybody in Nairobi is telling me, where umekuwa youth winger or Abdulswamad Sharif? But it's because everything I want to start doing, I'm finding a very fertile place. Me, I'm sick with maendeleo. I love maendeleo. And when I find a county where, the other day I told him, watu wanasema watu wa Mombasa ni wapole, they are slow. We give ourselves a challenge. On the matters of health, we work together. Today, Mombasa County jumped from number 31. It is the number 1 county nationally, in matters healthcare, where we have now even digitized. 95% of all the health facilities in Mombasa are now paperless. People are coming here. The other day I was facilitating Kenyatta National Hospital. They were here to see how technology is working. And they told me, we were challenged by a small facility called Mulaleo. They told me Mulaleo is much more efficient than Kenyatta National Hospital. So asante sana Governor, and I'm sure that working together, I will actually have to really think of changing my citizenship to be a real citizen of Mombasa. And I want to tell you something. Out there, people don't know Tanzania. People know brand Zanzibar. And as I told Governor Joho before, it is possible that brand Mombasa can be stronger than brand Kenya. Wale walikuwa wanasema bereni pwani si Kenya. Sasa Kenya iko ndani ya pwani. Asanteni sana. Thank you very much.